I'm Sarah. Welcome to the Daily English Show. Today's guest is Toshi. Toshi is a ski instructor and last season he started a ski school here in Niseko. He's previously spent seasons in Canada and New Zealand. I asked him how different the snow was in Canada and New Zealand.
It's very different. Canada has a more powdery snow, and New Zealand has icy or sometimes rain and sometimes no snow. It's very different. And I spent a very small resort in New Zealand, so they don't have any chair. They have only the rope top. It's very interesting to me.
Kia ora, in Stick News today, a political party in New Zealand have recalled thousands of copies of a promotional DVD after complaints that the soundtrack sounded too similar to a song by the British band Coldplay. John Key is the leader of the New Zealand National Party. He's hoping to become the Prime Minister. The National Party recently released a DVD to promote their leader, but the DVD's soundtrack sounds very similar to a song called Clocks by Coldplay. Lawyers from the record company EMI contacted the National Party to complain, and the DVDs are now being recalled. The National Party's campaign manager said the production company was to blame. And that was Stick News for Monday, the 3rd of December. Kia ora. By the time I got around to doing the snow report today, it was dark. So this is Kuchan at about 7:30 in the evening. This is an icicle, a fire hydrant, another design of fire hydrant, and this is a cat, a very cold looking cat. How different is Canadian and New Zealand English? How did you learn English? How often do you use English now? How long have you been in Niseko? Where are your customers mostly from? Who's the instructor? What's your teaching philosophy? Are students from different countries very different? How do you think Niseko will change in the future? Do you have any advice for people who are learning English?
It's very different. I spent time in Canada a long time, so I was okay listening to Canadian English. First time I went to New Zealand, I don't understand. But after I spent New Zealand for one season, very easy to understand in Canada, or even from the Australian people, or New Zealand, or British people. So it's very good for me. Basically in school, when I was 20 years old, I spent a year in Toronto. I went to the ESL course. But my listening was okay up there, but my speaking is not good. Then since I started ski instructor job, I have to speak a lot. Then my English got improved. But since I came back here, my English getting worse. In winter time, almost every day. Summertime, never. This is a third season for me. Most of them are come from Hong Kong, Singapore, then some are Japanese, then some are Australia. But I do only the private lessons, so not so like never have like school groups or something like big group. And actually I started the new things which include ski lesson and English lesson together. So it's for the Japanese people, but people can learn English while you're there doing the skiing. Instructor is not me. I have a staff. He's from Australia. He has experience as a teacher, so he could be the perfect for this program. People think a ski instructor is just skiing. If you know the ski technique, you can be the ski instructor. But actually, you cannot be like this. You have to be more like good people. You have to know skiing technique, but also you have to know how to be good with the people. It's including the guest service. Basically, it's similar. Just from people from Hong Kong, people from Hong Kong or people from Singapore, they don't have any snow in their countries. So for them, it's a very big surprise. It's very fun to me too. And they are very keen to learn because it's a first experience, or for some people just one time in a year. So they are very keen to learn. Japanese people, they can come often, so they do just maybe a little bit. So it's a different. And Australian people are not so much learning, more having fun in the powder. So it's a different. People say that Niseko is going to be like Whistler Blackcomb in Canada. So they are going to be an international resort. But I think Niseko cannot be like this because it's too small. Probably Niseko is going to be an international resort, but stay small. I think that to learn English, if you study English, I don't think you can speak English. I advise to the people who learn English is do something different by using the English. I learned English, but I learned skiing in English. I teach skiing in English, then my English gets improved, so same thing.
When Toshi was 20, he A. opened a ski school in Niseko, B. spent a year skiing in New Zealand, C. spent a year in Toronto studying English. C. In winter, Toshi uses English A. almost at night time, B. almost every day, C. almost all day. B. This is Toshi's season in Niseko. A. First, B. Second, C. Third. C. Most of Toshi's students are from A. Hong Kong and Singapore, B. China and Korea, C. Australia and New Zealand. A. Toshi said people from Hong Kong and Singapore A. are slow learners, B. are very keen to learn, C. just want to have fun in the powder. B. And that was the Daily English Show. See you tomorrow. Bye.